Hi, welcome to Song Stories. I'm Leslie Rohonczy. This week I'm featuring a song called Listen. This is another song that's been inspired by Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor's new book, Whole Brain Living. And this is the book where she talks about the 4 different characters of the brain. Character 1, that's the rules follower, right? That's that linear sort of part of our brain, very analytical. Character 2 is the emotional left brain, and it's very fear-based. Character 3 is the right brain emotional, and it's a very experiential part of us. This is where joy lives. And I wrote a song about this part of the brain called Joy, which you can check out in a previous podcast. And then this song is inspired by character 4. And that's the part of us that is really the seat of our consciousness. It's where we feel our aliveness most. And it's where gratitude and acceptance honors that. Character 4 is the nonverbal aspect of us that processes life in pictures or experiences. It's all about the present moment, and it's open to all possibility. It's the part of us that knows that we're all connected and we're all one. You may be familiar with this character if you've ever experienced that kind of massive, sort of expansive feel of being just completely lost in time and space in a really instinctual way. Scott and I experience this all the time in the studio when we're, working away on something and it's almost like we're reading each other's minds. We have this telepathy thing going on and our brainwaves, I think, sync up. And 4 hours gone. It just feels like 30 minutes and we marvel. We're like, where the hell did those 4 hours go? Right? That's because we're in our character 4. I'm really grateful to Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor for this extraordinary book, and for helping me to access and name this aspect of myself. For the production notes on Listen, first, a huge thank you to my musical partner, Scott Walsh from Sound Creation Studio. He made the video that's coming up in a second. He spent hours and hours. It was a lot of fun to shoot, but it was so much work to put together. So I'm super grateful. He did a beautiful job. Here's Scott talking about his approach to the production.
We had piano throughout the song in certain spots. Sounded like this. We had 2 different bass guitars for this song. We had the U bass, which is a little tiny acoustic bass, and we had the electric bass. The U bass sounded like this. And then the electric bass, like this. We had some acoustic finger picking in the verses, and then some strumming acoustic guitars in the chorus. There's our verse. Chorus. We had electric lead guitar throughout the song with a half-cocked wah-wah pedal on it. We had a full gang vocal that came in at the last chorus of the song. It sounded like this. We did 20 or 30 vocals. Pink ones were Leslie, blue ones were me, and they sound like this. There's Leslie, and then me, and then... We had a full orchestra that came in at the end of the song right after the a cappella chorus, complete with brass section, strings.
And in this song, we've never done this before in the studio. It was so cool. Chris Houle played with double sticks. Check it out.
One of the ideas that I had for this one was Leslie says the word cacophonous or cacophony in the lyrics. So the inspiration that I had for that one was to bring in and play the second half of the song with 4 drumsticks rather than 2, to add that, I guess, volume to the drums, or the different cacophonous sound, I guess we can call it. It gives it a thicker sound, and you get kind of the clicking of the drumsticks in there as well, so it adds almost like the sound of another instrument when you're not actually playing another instrument. And besides that, it's just some little cymbal accents and that type of thing, some little fills. Yeah, I just tried to complement the song like I really try to do every time.
So here comes Listen. Give it a listen and see if you can sense into your character 4 in this moment. Thanks for listening. Out in the depths where language is lost, the ashes of fear scatter free. Silence becomes a cacophonous sound to hail what's gone unseen. All becomes one, and one is for all. No edges, no breath, no bound. Alive in the moment, all becomes seen. All we are is here and now. Listen for the silence, for the low call of the the sparks are long forgotten. You will discover what you have lost. Come and dig deep to the bottom. So listen. For the silence, for the low call of the whole.